Hello. In this video, I'd like to talk to you about online meetings and how to make it more effective and efficient while preserving your energy and your time. First of all, let me establish something really important and dear to my heart, which is please open your cameras when you're in a meeting online. Non-verbal communication, which really gets lost and can, lead to misunderstanding or miscommunication. Also, who wants to talk to a black screen? Even in the work relationship, there's a social aspect which is really important to everyone involved. It's important for your own well-being. It's important for the relationship. I do a lot of work online, whether it's lectures, workshops, trainings, meetings, and I've been there and I've seen a lot of people turning their cameras on, and I see how this impact and kind of hinders sometimes even the progress of a project or the learning of a student, or the outcomes of the meeting. So the next point is considering the type of meeting that you're calling for. So I know that some people have the option of working based on hybrid mode. So sometimes you can meet in the office, sometimes it's online. And some people don't have this option where you do everything online. So I'm gonna give you some, things to consider, and also some tips to implement so that, like I said at the beginning, increase the effectiveness and the efficiency of your meeting. So, first of all, the topic that you are going to talk about is really important. By the topic, I mean the complexity of the topic. Is it something new? Is it something everyone is familiar about? Um, uh, if you have the option of meeting face-to-face or online, the more complex the topic is and the more ambiguous the topic is, it's better to go for a face-to-face meeting, okay? And the less, then you're fine with an online meeting. The second thing is who is attending the meeting? So is it someone new, whether it's someone new to the team, someone new to the company, or is it just your team and you've known each other forever? Again, this decides. So if it's someone new, then it's better having a face-to-face meeting. If it's just, you and your team and you know each other well, then that's absolutely fine, having it online. The third thing is we're going to discuss this topic or the expectations. Basically, whether you're looking to kind of come up with something different, something new, innovate, basically, or is it just, updates, giving some updates, or, kind of creating a plan or prioritizing your to-do list or the team tasks. Usually, the more the thing requires brainstorming, the longer the meeting will be. And usually in brainstorming meetings, it's better to actually meet face to face. However, the other types of meetings or the other reasons that I just mentioned, it's absolutely fine to conduct it online. So those are the three things that you need to consider when you're choosing whether to meet face to face or to meet online. However, like I said, some teams or some companies, they don't have the luxury of choosing whether to meet face-to-face or online. It's all online, or the majority is online. Then it's important, again, to look at the three questions that I mentioned, okay? What's the topic you're discussing? Who is attending the meeting? And what are the expectations or the outcomes required of this meeting? So that you can tailor the meeting or design the meeting online in a way that would bring, you know, the best out of it and would help you meet the objectives of the meeting. So, for example, choosing the time of the meeting is really important, whether you do it in the morning or around lunchtime or maybe before lunchtime and then resume after lunchtime. That's really useful, especially when the meeting is a long one or when it requires a lot of brainstorming and thinking. Um, or is it just some kind of updates and stuff that you can do towards the end of the day? So yeah, so choosing the timing of the meeting is really important, and also the length of the meeting. If the meeting will be a long one, then it's much better to shrink it down or kind of have it on maybe 2 different days or have a good break in between, like for example, a lunch break. And also the number of attendees online is something that you should be considering, all right? Especially if you require the interaction and the input of everyone involved. I really hope that the tips I've given you today in this video comes in handy, and I tried as much as possible to make it, you know, easy and applicable and relevant uh, to everyday, you know, work life. However, we're all different. You might, you know, come up with an idea after listening to this video and try to implement it and see how it goes. You might find some of the things I mentioned very relevant. You might find other things that are not relevant at all. So really, it's up to you how you make the best out of it. I'm always happy to read your comments, or if you have any advice as well, things that you've tried and have worked. So please feel free to use, you know, the comment section and write your thoughts there as well. Thank you so much and have a lovely day.